Alright, how's it going? Gonna be facing off against the Chicago Cubs in the second game of this series. It's Marcus Stroman on the mound. It's gonna be pretty much a normal lineup for the Mets, and let's go. Weather's again supposed to be pretty good. Another clear night in Chicago.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Yeah,
well, guys,
3-10.
as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Let's take a quick look at the lineups for the Mets. It's a pretty standard lineup. Cespedes has found his home in the number 3 spot lately, and it's been working out. He's hitting 300 right now. Alonso batting cleanup. Conforto is a little cold, but he's in the number 5 spot. Ramos back in the lineup tonight in the number 6 spot. Davis and Nimmo with Stroman on the mound. For the Cubs, once again, if you remember, they do have Chris Bryant and Javier Baez on the disabled list, so they're missing them from their lineup. They're going with Nico Horner at shortstop again. He's leading off. David Bodie at third base, he hurt the Mets with an RBI yesterday. Rizzo at first. Schwarber, who hit the big 3-run home run yesterday. Contreras, Happ, Hayward, and Kipnis with Hendricks on the mound. Hendricks has been one of the better pitchers in the National League this year. I believe he's tied for the league lead in wins.
Misses for the second ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
It's
Bat
always
has a hole
nice
in
to
it.
keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So here's Jeff McNeil, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. McNeil is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Swung on, missed, 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1.
His sinker really drops down quite a bit.
Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Kipnis, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 52, Yoenis.
At the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently third in the National League in that category.
Yeah, he's blasted 4 home runs in his last 10 games, too. And he's got that power stroke working right now.
This guy's an absolute nightmare to opposing pitcher. Power to all fields, and he'll take that ball away and drive it for opposite field power.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Jeez. Want that one back. It was right in the middle.
Bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Now batting, Nico Horner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Ball one, taken just off the inside. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
God. Oh, my God. I got a bad jump on it. I went the wrong way, and he couldn't pick it up.
To get himself going, so he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. So now to the plate, David Bodie, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Bodie, playing here in his age 26 season, he was taken in the 18th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything.
Oh, no.
And this guy has turned himself into a very solid
Stroman.
player. That's a big accomplishment.
He's hurt.
Michael Wacha is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
For the Mets, number 45, Michael Wacha.
Oh, what a development here at Wrigley Field. This is the second time this season we've had to take Stroman out for an injury, and we don't know how serious it is. Meanwhile, Waka's thinking, yeah. So is Gesellman. Oh boy.
The 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Ready with the 1-2. And that misses 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo.
Stroman only threw, I'll tell you right now. He threw 4 pitches. 4 pitches, and that's it.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
You know, that's crazy because, okay, he bobbled the ball, fine. Well, I'm pushing the first base button, and he doesn't want to throw it. What's that all about?
Anthony Rizzo, and their runners at the corners now.
Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Popped up, and oh, this one drops. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Has a look, now the pitch. High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And he falls behind 0-2.
I'm guessing we'll find out at the end of the game the significance
Bodie, base runner at first
of
with
Stroman's injury.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Or rather, the severity of it. Significance is not the right word. The severity of his injury.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. In the dirt here. Ball's there, and
He's
he
out.
is out. Good throw. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Cubs are on top, 1-0.
Yeah, maybe.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
2-0.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. Make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
To 2-2 now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in now, Michael Conforto. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
When you're drawing up plans for your club in spring training, you'd love to have pop and power from your corner outfield spots, and they certainly have that in this guy right here.
Here comes the first pitch.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle.
Oh, double play.
On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Man, he's slumping.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself, and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. His matchup numbers with Hendricks, just 3 for 14. He also has 1 home run. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
This guy's throwing a ton of curveballs.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down quickly. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras.
Contreras.
First offering on its way. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. A ball and no strikes. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 10 home runs and 32 driven in. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Here's Jason Hayward now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Liner towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit. And he's safe.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off, but he went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
In now, Jason Kipnis. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Hit out towards second.
Unbelievable. That wasn't even a strike.
Right field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Kyle.
I mean, that pitch was just junk, way inside. And he hit it anyway.
Standing in now, Kyle Hendricks. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping up now, Nico Horner has got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. First delivery to him on the way. Horner, a California-born ball player. This is his second year as a major leaguer. The 0-1 offering. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that. New inning set to get underway, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field.
Damn.
Happ is there, and he has it for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First pitch on its way. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman.
Oh my God! Stop swinging the first pitches.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league
he's got
leaders
9
in
wins.
games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Wacha. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. The 1-2. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-0.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the third inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off.
Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Line towards center field, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate.
Oh my God.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Well, Schwarber looking at an opportunity for another early inning 3-run home run.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. Hit hard to short. And another runs across.
Great.
This is now a 4-0
I hit the wrong button.
ball game. Ready for another chance? Ian Happ, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts.
Unbelievable. I hit the wrong button. It's not looking good.
Left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Hey, two options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. First and second here with nobody out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be two. McNeil's got it for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubs lead this one 4-0. Back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Sent on the ground out to second.
Double play.
To second for 1. On to first,
Unbelievable.
and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Let me see that at first base there. Yeah, he's out.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoke toward third. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
At the plate, Kyle Hendricks. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And there's one away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Nico Horner, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
David Bodie will be next, and that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Digging in, David Bodie. He singled his last time up, rounded down the third base line. Now the 0-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And Walker's just been terrible.
The 2-2. Drives it out to deep right center field.
There's another run.
The run is Nimmo.
And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run is in to score from third. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Not exactly
5
an
runs,
impressive
7
tryout
hits.
for the
No
rotation.
errors so far for the Cubbies. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. The 2-2. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me the quality of their swings.
Really don't need to hear it, Heidi.
Needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they've been frustrated hitting into ground out after ground out, but it's up to them to adjust. They know they're getting a lot of pitches down in the zone, so they either need to learn to lay off or find a way to get under those pitches a little bit more, because clearly the balls on the ground aren't benefiting them in this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And it's quickly 0-2. And this will be fouled away. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The pitch.
This guy just keeps throwing his change-ups, you know. Yeah,
Wind up
Conforto's
and
in
the
a
0-1. Setting him up
definitely in a
inside as
slump.
he swings and misses for strike 2.
The entire Mets lineup
Mets
is.
are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Count remains at 0-2.
That's a pitch I should have been able to drive.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Line to the right
Hey,
side.
there's a hit.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Changeup called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now
Yeah,
with 2
Rico.
away.
I was thinking,
Well,
yeah,
he made
Rico
quick work of
Brogna
the first
is
2
in
guys
game.
this half inning,
But yeah,
getting
Rizzo,
2 quick
I agree.
outs, but then he gives up a base
Ramos
hit
probably
and
would have
now
been
the
out
walk.
if he had
We'll
been on
see if he
first
has
base,
it in him to draw the line in
standing
the
on first
sand
base.
and get out of this.
From the stretch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
It's time.
Dominic Smith will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Ground ball, foul down the left side. The next 3-2. And he may be a little winded up there after this long at-bat, so he'll step out and ask for time. On the ground to the right side.
That's a base hit.
It's through into right field for a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. And the tag gets him. That'll end the inning, but they do score one on the play.
Of course.
Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 5-1. Brad Brock, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Brad Brock.
Ready for another shot now. Kyle Schwarber hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game.
Yeah,
maybe once
I don't
a
know.
week.
I don't know
So he
why I
certainly
thought
capitalized on
I'd
it
be
last
able
time.
to score him.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Look at that. He's calling
Looking
that a
at
ball.
his career totals, Schwarber is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder, and that's off the scoreboard. What a blast! A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Now that was me with Conforto. I knew I wasn't gonna catch it. I was just walking back to my position.
Now batting, the catcher.
In now, Wilson Contreras.
Guerrero.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. So now to the plate, Ian Happ, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So digging in now, Jason Hayward. He was a double play victim last time around. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
At the plate now, Kyle Hendricks. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base. As even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
Top of the net, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1.
Yeah, this does seem like a long night. I might play Lowry.
Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Grounded to first. Rizzo was there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
I tell you, McNeil's like a ground ball out machine. I'm taking him out of the game right now. I can't do it right now. Whatever, I'll do it right
now
after
in the
this
box, Yoenis Cespedes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A defensive change for the Mets. Now playing second base, number 4.
Hey Jeff, I would say take a shower, but pack the bus first, then you can take a shower.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it.
I'm leaving Brock in just because I need some innings out of these relievers.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This is in the air out to straightaway center.
Oh my God!
Waiting on it is Nimmo,
and he makes the catch for the second.
I took a bad route to that.
Up next to the Cubs, the left.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat Kyle Schwarber. First offering on its way. breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here is a ground ball now
Played
for the
perfectly.
shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on top 7-1. All set for the start of the inning, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain.
I'm just going to challenge
from that angle. I can see why this was.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
The umpires have upheld the call of out.
Standing in, Michael Conforto. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And a full count now, 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Oh,
that
boy.
swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
This guy's really tough.
Standing in now, Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
3-1. He takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Oh.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. Trevor McGill takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 29.
I remember this guy from yesterday. I don't like the smirk on his face. I'm going to try and hit it out.
J.D. Davis will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
A ball and a strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. 2 out with the man at first. Hit on the ground to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Mets leave 1.
Leading off for the Cubs. The catcher.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Jerry Familia comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. And there's 1 down now.
The center fielder.
Settling in now, Ian Happ. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
Familia is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than 1 occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder. Jason.
Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and no strikes. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Grounded to short. Rosario's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're on top 7-1. Striding into the box, Brandon Nimmo. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And he lays off for ball one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball three.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Robinson Cano will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the net. Number 24, Robinson Cano.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Cano comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
Base
Into
hit.
center field, line drive base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 7-2 game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Alec Mills is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Albert Almora is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
Boy, it would be nice to have McNeil hitting here. Where'd he go?
Here's Jed Lowry now as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. None out, runners at first and second. To short. Fielded cleanly. Kipnis on to first.
Hey,
so
I didn't expect
right
anything else.
And gets the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Cespedes has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
His bat now.
It's a fair
And a
ball.
backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
So here's Pete Alonso. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high
That's
in the air
hit deep
into
to left field,
Racing back
and
the
it's
left fielder
gone.
Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 26 for him on the season, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit out towards second.
Shit.
Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So it's 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Seth Lugo is into the ball game as part of that double switch as he'll take over on the mound and in the 2 spot in the lineup. Robinson Cano stays in the ball game in the 9 hole and takes over at second base. Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Lugo, a 6'4" right-hander, comes into the day third in all-star balloting among relievers, so we'll wait and see if he ends up receiving an invite.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
So here's Albert Almora next. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss for route number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Nico Horner. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Bouncer to the left side.
Oh.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Third baseman number 13, David Brody.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And set to go as the third baseman, David Bodie. And this one's in the dirt, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-2 now.
Come on.
Now the payoff pitch home, and it's fouled away. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Cespedes going back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
It's over.
So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year as they open up a 4-run lead.
Sorry, guys.
Third baseman number
In now,
44,
Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
The pitcher was acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint the black inside and out, make the ball move up and down. So a lot of times when you see a guy get hit in that spot, there was some kind of message behind it. We'll see what that leads to the rest of this game.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Kyle Schwarber is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Strike taken up in the zone. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Run in. Here's a second runner around third. He will score.
On second thought,
and it's now
Jeff
a
McNeil
6-run lead.
Unpack the
You
bus
simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter.
so that Lugo can
This
pack
guy's
it.
magnitude, especially with runners on the bags, he makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
It's your inning, Seth.
Fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called for a strike.
It's your inning.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, I'll be nice and take him out. I'm curious how bad his ERA is now, because it was really good before. It was like in the low ones. And now it's... Huh! They're all unearned? That's right. These are all unearned runs. Well, in that case, they're all freebies. It's still your inning.
Frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A high fastball is in there.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Here now the 2-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Ready once again, Jason Kipnis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We've played 8. Brad Wick comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top. Of the ninth. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Should have been out of that inning. Should be a 2-run game, but he made that throwing error.
Inside. It's 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. J.D. Davis. Eduardo Nunez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out.
I want to get back to the hotel.
And he fouls this one off. Nunez,
Yeah, right.
former Red Sox, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. High in the air out to center field.
Almora in pursuit.
He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Mets down to Jake Marisnick will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Jake Marisnick.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Fouled away. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Grounded up the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Robinson Cano would be next. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. That's in the basket. A home run.
Come on. I want to get to the hotel. Stop
Solo
delaying.
shot here by Jake Marisnick.
Stop delaying the
Home run
inevitable.
for him on the season, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Had my stuff all packed up, ready to go.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
Now batting. Second base.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next as he looks at a fastball.
Nah,
that
it's
misses
3
off the
games.
plate for ball 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now
that's going to end it.
Pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
12-6 the final tally here. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Yeah.
Kyle Hendricks wins his
Just
team
for that, I
leading
think I'll
10th
start
game
him
of the
tomorrow.
year as he goes 6+ innings
start
and allows
Marisnick
only
tomorrow.
a pair of base hits. Marcus Stroman couldn't get out of the first in this one as he
All
takes
right,
the
so-
loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan
Mets
Prizak, Heidi
lose.
Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank
Quite
you
a
for
few
watching
storylines
Major
in
League
this one.
Baseball on
Stroman
MLB Network.
and his injury.
See you next
Let's
time.
see how bad it's going to be. Waka was pretty bad. Didn't do himself any favors as far as replacing Stroman if it's going to be an extended period of time. And Lugo,
Tonight's paid attendance at
well, he got rattled
41,000.
after making that error. Let's take a look at the highlights.
As always, we thank you for your
Rizzo
support of
has
Chicago
a
Cubs
sac
baseball.
fly
And remind you to
that
please drive home
he
safely.
hit off of Waka. So Stroman was already out of the game, but the runner on third was Stroman was responsible for that one. And because of that, Stroman gets the loss right there. Only pitched to 1 or 2 batters. Ramos finally got the Mets a hit in the 5th inning. We're going to find out about Stroman in a few minutes here. Dominic Smith, he gets a ground ball base hit with the bases loaded, and hey, J.D. Davis says, me too. Bad idea. Schwarber once again. I'm not pitching this guy tomorrow. Not doing it. This guy hit it 433 feet off the scoreboard. And Contreras back to back. I mean, that was like jumped right off of that fastball from Brad Brock. Oh, wow. Nice catch. Barehand. Alonso makes it interesting.